Good afternoon. It is February the 13th, 2017. Time to wrap up our day and take a look at tomorrow. We'll start with our customary disclaimer. Hypothetical or simulated performance results may have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Also, since the trades have not been executed, the results may have under or overcompensated for the impact, if any, of certain market factors such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are also subject to the fact that they are designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profit or losses similar to those shown. What a day in the E-mini. It's another one of those days we came in with absolutely zero interest in the short side of the market. We thought it was going higher. We hoped to buy it cheaper, but again, the pattern is you have to pay up to get long, and the market makes its move early in the session. The trick in the E-mini remains to hang on to it as long as you can. So we talked about this trade right here. And that one would have had you long at 1850 to 75, 18 and a quarter at 1875. This one, that one, even this one developed, and that one developed, and that one developed, and that one. It just took a hell of a long time, and that's just the way that it is. We felt that they were going to get stops above 25. We said if we got through 25, the next stop would be 28, 28.50, and the high is 29. So again, we know the animal that we deal with. We know its characteristics and its personality. If we close and stay above 23.25, this market is set to trade higher tomorrow. Once again, why is the market in a slow grind higher? Because everybody's long and liking it. When did they start getting long? In November the 9th. When we look at today's structure on the F1 screen, higher low, higher high, look for a place to buy it. And the F2 screen, nothing but P's behind us, and multiple distributions all to the upside. So perhaps some rejection at 23.28, but again, we'll come in tomorrow and tonight without any interest in the short side. Now, that doesn't mean we can't take a short. It just means that they have to develop quickly, and you have to be pretty nimble, and you're not looking to make 10, 20, 30 points out of it. Unfortunately, to the long side, too, to make 10, 12, 15 points takes you most of the day. So we've got resistance right here at 29.30. Okay to sell, failure to take that out in London. Then 34 to 36 for sell 2. We had this breakout from 24. We had this move out of the middle at 22. So 22 to 24 is pretty good support. So 23.25 is buy one. And then we'll make, we've got 23.21, 23.20 right here. So we'll make 19 to 21 buy two. Good comes to those who wait, right? And it's certainly the case in the E-mini. You just have to figure out how to keep your hand off the mouse. We do have some news tomorrow. We've got PPI plus 0.3, core or ex food and energy plus 0.2, and then we have Yellen at 10. And the press is already starting to talk about the conflict between Yellen and Trump, the upcoming conflict. And I mean, you have to have something, and you have to couch it in terms of doom and gloom or conflict or something. The press thinks to get anybody to read their stuff. My problem with reading the stuff that comes out of the press right now is that you just flat don't know what to believe. And it makes it very difficult. The 10-year note, lower high, lower low. Look for a place to sell it, and that's the trade that we liked this morning, was getting short. Leaning B, very compressed range. Lot in the options. Put protection came back on last week, and we did not have successful auctions. Now, one of the things, if we had a lousy auction the week before, you look for maybe a turnaround on Tuesdays. They got to goose the market, and they got to take it up to move that paper. So tomorrow, if we reject the 124, 12, 16 in the overnight, pointing up tomorrow, the long trade will become more attractive to see if we can take out 124, 26 to 125 even. Right now, with this close, you're selling 19s to 23s, 27s to 31s. On the buy side, we had a 9. Let's see, on the 9 to 13s where we'd hoped to buy it. We had a question mark at 17, so 12 to 16 buy 1, and 5 to 9 buy 2. The Trudeau press briefing is behind them. They're going to work on security, immigrations. One of the things the news made a big deal out of was seeing that women were empowered to get the jobs, etc. You know, if you look at the United States, where are women not empowered? I mean, just across the board, legally, in school, entitlement in the work. I mean, women aren't taken advantage of, and they don't get the short end of the stick. The white male is the one that gets the short end of the stick now. I know they deserve it, but all this, it's just false news. It's misreporting of the statistics. Women do not make less money than men. They have better access to small business loans. Also, you can't discriminate against them. You get in big trouble. So it's just more distortion that put out there for political reasons. Okay, inside the congestion area, this profile starts to lean P. And we'll have to see where the option play was today. Last week it was to the puts, and Friday it was to the puts, so they expected something for the market to be a bit lower. But our first little band of resistance is going to be 16 to 20. So 23, 27, sell 1. We'll redo this for tomorrow. Sell 2 is going to be 31 to 03. On the buy side, 4 to 8. So 29 to 01, we hit that pretty well this morning. We'll just leave that for buy 1. And then 17 to 21 for buy 2. Okay, looking at gold. Gold came out pretty nicely into its close. We're going to be in the same situation. 28 to 30 is going to be resistance, and 20 to 22 is going to be support. Kind of where we started today. Lower high, lower low. Look for a place to sell it. On the F1 screen, on the F2 screen. Definitely a B. And here's your break right there at 29. So 28, 30, sell 1. Again, it sounds like this morning. 34, 36, sell 2. Let them get stops up above there. On the buy side, we'll make it 20, 22. And 14 to 16, we're going to pick up this high volume number right down there for buy 2. Okay, crude. It looks like crude is coiling. It's kind of winding up right here. Seller at 54 and a buyer at 53 minus. Seller at 54 plus. Lower high, lower, not quite a lower low. Got a big P behind us. Everybody's trading off the IEA report that OPEC is 90% within compliance. That's a pretty grim profile to be looking at. So 53 and a quarter, sell one. Let them get stops above 53. Might have to put it on lower. 53.50, 53.75, sell two. On the buy side, if we bust 75, 25 to 50 buy one. And 75 to 52 even buy two. When I look at that, we've got all these B's behind me. I know the fundamentals really are bad, and it hadn't broken off of that. But if you're talking to a hedger or somebody that's got big bucks and the ability to ride it out, they're more concerned about locking in a price of oil than letting it float and get as high as it's going to go. They're already long anyway. So the folks that I talk to, they like where prices are right now. They hope they hold, but they're more inclined to lock in prices and sell forward in the cash market or the futures market. Now, because of the problems that are involved with margin calls and the rest of it and the inexperience of a lot of the hedging community, banks will do cash forward sells. They'll take it in, and they're the ones that actually use the futures market. So I can come in and with a bank and for a fee, a haircut, and then I can sell my cash production forward and not have to worry about all that you have to worry about if you put on futures account. It's more expensive, it costs me money, but I don't have to screw with the markets either. And that's a fairly popular way to roll in the crude patch. Okay, 106 even right there is pretty good support. We're almost there at 106.10, so lower high, lower low. This market is trying to trade lower. And we're definitely dealing with a B in this market. So first buy is going to be 106 and a play for stops below that. Everything says past the long. Find a place to get short. Buy two, 105.75. On the sell side, 615, 625, sell one, 640, 650, sell two. And that's it for this February the 13th, 2017. I will see you all bright and early in the morning. Have a great evening, and we'll see if we can shake the money tree again in the morning. I'm out of here.